Imminent, everybody. As we await President Trump, he's about to deliver that speech on tax reform. I mean, we have been waiting for this. We just heard from Republican Pennsylvania Congressman Mike Kelly, and now, fair and balanced, let's bring in New York Democrat Congressman Brian Higgins. Both he and Congressman Kelly serve on the House Ways and Means Committee. Welcome, Congressman Higgins. I know it's a crazy day for everybody, but let me start with this. From the beginning, Democrats had said the red line they would not cross was a tax cut for the wealthy. In this plan, top-income earners may, it's not totally clear, but may have to pay more when you factor in taking away the ability to deduct state and local taxes. Is this the carrot that gets Democrats to the table, ready to work with the GOP?
It's very important, obviously, but keep in mind, it was the Mnuchin rule that was expressed by the Treasury Secretary many months ago that the net benefit of tax reform would not accrue to the very, very wealthy. And I think the other disappointing thing here is this president is obsessed with achieving 3% economic growth. He will never do that with this tax.
Why not? Why not? And I understand that the belief, sort of the hope that tax cuts always create more growth is not necessarily factual, depending on the circumstance. It didn't work for George W. Bush. People save their savings, but what we're doing isn't working right now, Congressman. Don't we need to try something new?
Yeah, we do. We need tax fairness. And I'll tell you that out of the top 200 corporations in America, half of those corporations pay between 0 and 10% in corporate taxes. Half of those don't pay anything. In fact, we as American taxpayers pay them. So while there is a cut in the corporate tax rate, which there should be, from 35% to 20%.
So you're okay with that?
Well, fine, but the effective tax rate is what we really should keep our eye on. So here's what I would support. I would support a minimum effective corporate tax rate of 20%.
I
so
see.
In other words, everybody pays 20%.
Yeah, because we should just let people know that right now the effective tax rate is anywhere, depending on which site you're looking at, 19 to 29%. So some of them don't pay 20 at the moment. Some are well below that too. But I need to get, because you're a New Yorker, your opinion on the possible elimination of state and local taxes from the federal, from the federal tax rate. A lot of people depend on that in New York, California, Florida. To offset what could be a very high tax bill. Will you somehow find a compromise on that issue?
Well, not a compromise. We will fight it on the merits. People get taxed twice with the elimination of state and local taxes. Right. So we, and I think along with many of my colleagues on the House Ways and Means Committee, including Republicans from New York, will be very concerned about that.
Well, Peter King already has said this is a deal breaker. He doesn't like it.
That's right, and I think that perhaps this is a negotiating tactic, strategy, and that's fine. But keep in mind, in the end, it's not the president that will set tax rates; it's Congress, and Congress will now. This is the beginning of the process, not the end of it, and there will be a lot of negotiation, a lot of hearings to flesh out exactly what the economic impact will be, not only to the nation, but also to individual taxpayers.
Thank you for joining us, and I need a yes or no answer, because I know you have to go, and we got to wait on the president. But yes or no, will you at least consider working with Republicans on this?
Of course we will. We were at the White House yesterday with the president and with other members, both Democrat and Republican, of the House Ways and Means Committee. We take our work very seriously, and this will be a good, rigorous debate, as it should be.